ghost planet. Send Dr. McCoy to the transporter room for survey party. We'll also need senior geologist D'Amato.
New character unlocked.
What is it, Jim?
A planet even Spock can't explain. Prepare to transport.
That damn Vulcan. You gotta put him down whenever we can.
It's cool that they're bringing down Sulu with them. It's an interesting party.
Wait, you must not go.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think we've ever seen like a mid beam down where it gets paused like that.
Yeah, they've always made it seem like the beam down effect is like so hard to mess with that, you know, we've never seen like any movement in the same shot like that.
That woman attacked Ensign White.
Captain.
Kirkton.
Captain.
Whoa! What? Ah! Oh my god! I've never seen that before with the ground like that. That's amazing.
The occipital area of my head seems to have impacted with the arm of the head.
She just laughed in that take.
What kind of earthquakes do they have in this place? I don't know. Any more like that will tear this planet apart.
Immediately trapped. Yet again.
The Enterprise, it's gone.
He's right, Captain. There's nothing there.
That means we're stranded.
Again.
Does feel like it's been a while since they've it's been like a beam down to a planet episode. I mean, I know we had the one in the insane asylum, but that was all like indoors. So
Someone pointed out in the Patreon comments that like I think it was episode last week when Spock's listening in. That's one of the few times where there's like a door like half open because usually we see him close. I thought that was interesting. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Why was that door half open? Did it's Spock just halfway? You know, is it like one of those automatic doors where you slowly have to creep, but then you I don't know.
yeah, like an automatic door, you can still open it manually, like if you want. It was a nice touch though with the ground and stuff moving, because you know they could have just shaken the frame like they did on the Enterprise and what they usually do. So it was a nice little additional touch.
Probably had a bunch of people under there with like, you know, kind of like, you know, like the Super Bowl shows where they have like the
Yeah.
where they push the platforms up and down. It's probably just like that.
Without the Enterprise, we need food, and we need water, and we need them fast. I want a detailed analysis made of this planet, and I want it now.
Spock to sick bay.
Sick bay, Dr. Mabinka.
Report on the death of the transporter officer.
Well, we're not sure.
Oh, we've seen him before, haven't we?
Yeah.
No debris of any kind, sir. I've made 2 full scans.
We got this new woman.
Yeah, good for her.
What bothers me is the stars, Mr. Spock. They're wrong.
I don't know why she sounds like that.
We've been knocked 1,000 light years away from where we were.
990.7 light years to be exact, Lieutenant. Someone may have entered after Captain Kirk and his party left.
If only we could look at those security tapes, they look exactly like the footage that we're shooting.
Yeah, good point. We don't have security cameras in the in the beaming down room. That's like the cause of most of your problems, that room. Yeah.
I'll sit on the warp engines myself and nurse them.
That position, Mr. Scott, would not only be unavailing, but also undignified.
This is a rare duo here with Spock and Scotty.
It's just a fucking expression. It appears to be some type of set.
Artificial. Oh shit.
Nice.
Do not be afraid.
I'm not.
You are Lieutenant D'Amato.
What an outfit.
I am for you, Lieutenant D'Amato.
Call the others. This never happens in real life. Come on. It's gotta be it's a ruse.
Oh my goodness. They really kill him off like that?
I thought it was pretty good. Oh, he's gonna say it.
Jim ever saw when his body's been disrupted.
That's one way of saying it. He hasn't said it in a while.
Yeah, I want to say he said it at least twice this season, right?
Yeah, he said it a couple times, and then it's just like he hasn't really been involved that much. But also, when they they had like a named character in the beginning of the episode like that, they typically at least last that episode, you know? So I'm surprised.
Our estimated time of arrival is 11 1/2 solar hours.
11.337 hours. I wish you would be more precise.
Spock's on something this episode.
Very kind of like a dick when he's a captain. Well, not even just when he's a captain, just at all times. What's he looking for?
Check the bypass valve on the matter-antimatter reaction chamber.
And Mr. Scott, the board shows correct.
I didn't ask you to check the board, lad.
Who are you?
Oh, you just killed this guy.
My name is not important. Yours is Watkins, John B. I am for you, Mr. Watkins.
Oh, boy.
Scott, there's a strange wolf that knows the entire plan of the Enterprise.
There we go.
He just screams and starts running. Oh, what the hell? I got some good effects this episode.
The basic substance of this planet is an alloy of dibernium osmium.
I really like this. The sky is different because now it's about to be nighttime. We've never seen that before.
Yeah, you're right. That's nice.
Planet might be hollow. They might be shielding themselves from our sensor probes.
Bro, are we correct about the joke we made about it being a set?
Was the cause of his death the same as that which killed the transporter officer?
But as to the cause, well, your guess is as good as mine.
My guess, Doctor, would be valueless. I suggest
Getting
we
angry.
refrain from guessing and find some facts. Spock out.
Do you think he just gets high stress when he's in the chair and people start dying? He's like, oh, great, Kirk's gonna get mad at me or something.
I think that also just might be his personality, but we just don't really see it unless he's the captain. Oh, not Sulu.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Run!
Captain Kirk!
Oh, no.
Oh no, he's being destroyed.
Who are you?
I am for him. I am for Lieutenant Sulu.
Don't let her touch you, Captain!
Come on, save him.
I am for Lieutenant Sulu. Yes, I must touch him.
I guess it doesn't matter because she wasn't going for him.
I am for Lieutenant Sulu.
No!
Oh, that's great. Like fucking Paper Mario transition.
I wish I could do that in social situations. I'm really glad he didn't die because it obviously would have just been like, okay, well now they're all coming back, you know. So it must mean those people might actually really be dead, I guess.
What are the chances of the captain and the others being alive?
Lieutenant, we are not engaged in gambling. We are proceeding in the only logical way.
Chances? I don't deal with chances. Don't ask me about chances.
Which this isn't true at all. They ask him about probabilities all the time.
As I recall the pattern of our fuel flow, there is an access tube leading to the matter-antimatter reaction chamber. And it might be possible to shut off the flow of fuel at that point.
What with? Bare hands?
A magnetic probe.
Any matter that comes in contact with antimatter triggers the explosion. You'll be killed, man.
Unless a solution is found quickly, that fate awaits all of us.
I'll do it, Mr. Spock. I know every millimeter of that system. I'll do whatever has to be done.
Very well, Mr. Scott.
I like the use of the two levels there, even though it didn't, like, they didn't need it for anything, but it was just, I'm going to walk up these stairs, do something, and then walk back down.
Yeah, it makes it feel lived in instead of just, a flat shot or a two shot. You know, it's like, makes it interesting. They're doing stuff.
All right, head first. I hope Mr. Spock knows what he's doing.
Oh.
That's great.
Nice.
Woo! It's like an updated version of my favorite shot.
Yeah, the tool in the mouth. That's nice. Oh, shit.
Who have you come for this time?
For you, James T. Kirk, commander of the Enterprise.
Captain of the Enterprise. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You are incorrect.
Like, for some reason, if she says something wrong, she blows up. You're lucky Spock's not here.
We're here on a peaceful mission.
He would have yelled at her.
I like this now that they've learned that she can only kill the one target.
You must not penetrate the station. Please, I must touch you.
No. Your free trial has ended. Oh. See, now that's pretty sick. Much better than when they just go, that cave over there.
Starting right now.
It's like a game of Operation.
It's stuck. Stuck. Push the button.
Please continue, Mr. Scott.
Don't be a fool. Push the button. Don't be sentimental. Push it. I'm gonna die anyway. It's loose. But there's no time. Push the button.
9.
Just fucking do it!
3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1.
Magnetic force is steady.
Always got to take it right up to the edge.
Mr. Scott, you have accomplished your task.
You might at least say thank you.
2 men pursue the only reasonable course of action indicated. And yet...
Oh, that was great. Oh, shit.
Who have you come for?
All 3 of you.
You'll never reach me. Watch out!
I am for McCoy.
Oh, no. We're gonna get a third one?
It's a very painful affair, I can tell you.
I am for Sulu.
Shift position.
I've been wondering this whole time, is it one person or are they just like all, you know, replicants, basically?
Oh.
Good effect.
What's
that?
What?
My fellow Kalandans, welcome.
Oh, this was the message she was trying to give in the beginning.
I am the last of our advanced force left alive. In creating this planet, we have accidentally produced a deadly organism. The computer will selectively defend against all life forms but our own.
All these thousands of years she's been waiting to greet people who were dead.
She must have been a remarkable woman.
And beautiful.
Really had a do or dirty ending on that frame there.
Beauty is transitory, Doctor. However, she was evidently highly intelligent.
I don't agree with you, Mr. Spock.
Indeed, Captain.
Beauty survives.
If you're ugly, you could die. I thought it was interesting because in the opening credits, it says teleplay is by John Meredith Lucas, and then the story is by Michael Richards. But on IMDb, it's crediting the story to DC Fontana. So I guess she changed her name again to Michael Richards, you know, to even further hide that she's a woman. I don't know the reasoning for that. Maybe you guys can clear that up in the comments, but that's interesting. But if she did make this story, great job. I loved this episode. This is it's definitely one of my favorites of the 3rd season. And it's, you know, it's high up there as far as overall on my list. I mean, on a first watch, I loved almost everything about this. So much stuff that we really haven't seen in other episodes that I just really loved. Like Sulu, how much Sulu we got in this episode was great. The twists actually surprised me. Like, I did not expect that new character, well, what was he, a geologist or something, you know, to get killed off that early. The stuff with Scotty was great. Him in the tube, all of that whole sequence is excellent. And the ending of that sequence where Spock's still talking and he just, like, lays down. all-time scene. That was hilarious. Wasn't a perfect episode. There's a couple things here and there, but at the end of the day, like for me, I can kind of just get past all that because I really loved, so much in this episode.
Yeah, I thought this episode was fine. Nothing groundbreaking for me. Just fucking, I don't know what they did with the writing for Spock, but they really wanted to shove the stick up his ass for some reason. It's like, Jesus, was he that stressed? In his own Vulcan way, just in charge, and he just like took it out on everybody, like correcting like 15 minutes to 14.87. It's like, all right, come on, man. Like, I feel like that's like a one-off joke that we've heard before. Just like, oh, that's Spock, but for him to be so relentless about everything in this episode threw me off a bit. But I love the planet they landed on. Set was pretty good with the lighting when they got later in the day. But yeah, I will agree that scene with Spock and Scotty was fantastic. And there's very few times where, because at the end of the day it's going to be okay. So when that tension was there, when they were counting down, I actually felt it. I actually bought in a little. I mean, back of your mind, it's not going to blow up, but it's like they played it off very well to where you felt a little bit of believability.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And that's what also made it so great. Even the little addition of Scotty, at the end when he's like, it's stuck, and then he's like, hit the button, and they're like, come on, keep going, and he's like, all right, it came off, but still hit the button. Like,
just do it.
Great. I also agree about the lighting. That was another reason I loved the episode. The set is one of the best sets. It's one of the only sets we've seen that like changes over time or makes any type of like attempt to have new things. Like there's the lighting and colors, which were all just beautiful, especially at night. But then also the moving rocks when they first get there to, kind of simulate that earthquake type effect, was just a nice little addition. I also want to give a shout out to the guest who played this, the woman replicant. Looks like it was Lee Merriweather as Lozira. She was great. Loved the outfit. Loved her eye makeup. Was really cool. And it was just something different. I truly, up until the end explanation, had no idea what was going on with her. But, like, in a good way. Like, I was like, is it one person? Is it a replicant? What is it? And then when we got the exposition at the end, it mostly makes sense. Like, of course, it's a stretch, and it's an exposition dump at the end. But I felt that it made enough sense that I was able to accept it, and I was satisfied with it. And it also surprised me because I thought the whole time, like, okay, the Enterprise, they can never fix anything, so it's going to be Kirk's going to find out how to fix it and somehow get back and save the Enterprise from this explosion. But it was the opposite.
B-team saved them. The B-team saved them,
yeah, they actually solved their problems and then went down and saved Kirk, so it was a kind of nice surprise there too.
It's like they could have sent down Scotty with Spock, to keep him tied in the episode, but no, it's Spock in some red shirt, and the red shirt gets the final kill to save the day.
Yeah, who was that? Yeah,
yeah, just some guy. I think my favorite scene, before I go into it, but of course this I called it. It was another 5-minute wrap. I was looking at the timer, 5 minutes left. Oh, blah blah blah. This down, like literally they beam down and kill it right away. Like my favorite scene is definitely Scotty. Just the long shot of him just walking around in the room, the engine room, just looking around. Like,
yeah, that was all great, and the direction was really interesting too. This was Herb Wallerstein, who I'll check if he did anything previous, but he did the episode a couple episodes ago. With the insane people, which I wasn't a huge fan of the episode, but that aside, the direction was just like, nothing crazy about it. It looks like he did also direct the Tholian Web, so those are the two before this that he directed, and I thought there was some nice stuff here. I mean, just like the little stuff, the little details that you don't usually get, the new shots, the stuff with like Spock going up and down the 2 levels just to like mix it up, and then the shot you're talking about of like the lingering shot of Scotty looking around in that engineering room. Just a lot of nice little details here, and I just loved how many characters got use of it. I mean, Chekhov once again isn't here, unfortunately, but everyone else, kind of got, dialogue and moments, big or small. Everyone was pretty involved. We even had that new cast member. Who knows if she'll ever be back, but that was an interesting addition. So yeah, overall, yeah, obviously it seems like I like this one more than you, but that's fine. I mean, I definitely, I'd be surprised if this doesn't end up on a list at the end of the season. I really enjoyed it, and there's not that many episodes left, so
yeah. this is also in your comments about direction. It's one of those where like there's nothing besides like the tube shot with like all the lights when he's like in there fixing it. There wasn't anything like sticking out as crazy cinematography, but more so effective cinematography, like the long shot of Scotty, and to make a scene not boring. Spock going up and down the ladder, just to keep our attention a little more instead of just two guys in a room standing and facing each other. Just something to to talk about stuff in like acting classes, like what is your character doing? Your character should be doing something, and like that's a perfect example. Like, oh, what would he logically be doing? Oh, he's trying to figure out what's wrong with the ship instead of just standing there. So little neat touches like that are nice.
Let us know what you guys think of this episode, and in particular, what about it you like or don't like. If you dislike the episode, let us know. I saw a comment on a previous post. I think it was a YouTube video. Someone commented that they were like, "Oh, it was the Elan episode, Elan of Troyes or whatever." Because it has that green guy Petrie in it, and they were like, last time I watched this was in black and white, so I never knew he was green. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't even imagine like never watching the show in color like until now. That's pretty wild. So I mean, let us know. Is this something like the colorful set doesn't really matter if you watched it in black and white or something like that? That's interesting. But let us know. If it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience, watch all of Star Trek along with us.
Absolutely. That'll do it for us here at the TA. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We have the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody. But we think it's specifically made for us guys and hopefully for you guys as well. Thank you. We'll see you.